Hello everyone and welcome back to Anuradha and Harini's innovative channel.
Today, we would like to share some important facts on coronavirus.
So let's start off. So first let's see how the COVID-19 could impact the fast-growing economy. India reported the first confirmed case of the coronavirus infection on 30th January 2020, which was in the state of Kerala. The affected had a travel history from Wuhan, China. Since the Wuhan coronavirus outbreak in China, the first case of coronavirus in India, which is the second most populated country in the world, was reported in the state of Kerala. New confirmed cases are being reported in the multiple cities such as New Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, and Hyderabad, and also Patna.
So, next we will see religious tourism and weddings, potential coronavirus clusters in India. Places of religious gatherings such as temples, mosques, and churches can be clusters for coronavirus transmission in India. And where religious tourism is high and community gatherings for celebrating festivals are huge. Now, ISKCON is one of the popular Hindu religious organizations in running temples that attract foreign devotees. It's reported to have advised foreigners from the coronavirus affected countries not to visit for 2 months, and that is for a precautionary measure. And Agra, another popular hotspot for tourists, including foreigners, is a potential cluster. And yeah, one more potential coronavirus cluster in India is weddings, where the average guest counts run from few hundred to more than 1,000.
So now let's see coronavirus cases in India, that is like confirmed, suspected, and recovered. Thousands of suspected cases have been tested, resulting in more than 2,000 confirmed coronavirus cases in India. The regions with the highest number of cases that include Maharashtra, Kerala, Delhi, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Tamil Nadu. Two cases were reported in Nagpur, Maharashtra on 13th March. Who was this person? He was an employee of Google in Bangalore who was tested positive on 13th March, while a COVID 19 positive case was confirmed in Noida on the same day. The first death due to coronavirus in India was reported in Karnataka on 12th March. A total of 52 deaths have been reported in the entire country. Now, actually, the cases have increased a lot. It's more than 1,000. But this was the first research that was made.
So next, we will see religious meeting leads to surge in cases. So now India is witnessing a surge in confirmed coronavirus cases after people and who attended the Tablighi Jamaat religious congregations at Nizamuddin Margas in Delhi started testing positive for the virus, and that is held in mid-March, and the meeting is estimated to have been attended by more than 5,000 members including foreigners. And the Indian government had traced approximately at least 95% of the members, and contact tracing and ongoing on war footing.
So, this is basically an invisible war. It is called the biological war. I mean, you cannot see the enemy, right? We are fighting with a person who we cannot see. So, that is what this entire coronavirus is about. So, coronavirus disease in India, approved treatments. The Drug Controller General of India has granted approval to the Indian Council of Medical Research to use a combination of lopinavir and ritonavir in the event of the coronavirus disease in India that turns to be a public health emergency, reported the Economic Times. Lopinavir and ritonavir have already been approved for the treatment of HIV.
Now next, we will see COVID control the Wuhan coronavirus spread. So now the Indian government has announced a number of preventive measures to minimize the entry and spread of coronavirus as detailed below. A control room operational 24 into 7 to address queries have been launched. And you all know, India's Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi ji has appealed to Indians to avoid mass gatherings, and he requested all the citizens to observe the nationwide curfew or Janta curfew on 22nd of March from 7 am to 9 pm. People were urged not to leave the house on that day unless for emergency. The citizen curfew was a precursor to the nationwide lockdown announced on 26th March. So hope you all have followed the Janta curfew.
So as we saw that Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, he announced the Janta curfew. Actually, that was only for one day. But when India noticed that the coronavirus spread, is having a very, very bad effect on the entire country, he announced a nationwide lockdown. So a 21-day lockdown across the country was imposed on 26th March to 14th April to curb the spread of the coronavirus pandemic. Actually, this did not, actually be 26th March to 14th April. We are still in our lockdown only, and it's already June. So all factories, schools, colleges, offices, and transportation services have been closed, while essential services such as supermarkets and pharmacies remain open. So actually, even today, this is the fourth lockdown phase. I'm telling the current information. In the fourth lockdown phase, though we're in lockdown, there has been more relaxation that has been provided. So that is how it goes on actually.
So now next we will see government announces stimulus package. So now the Indian government announced a $22.6 billion stimulus package to aid the poor who are affected by the coronavirus outbreak. And the government also had plans to provide wheat, rice, pulses free of cost to at least approximately 800 low-income families over the next 3 months. And further cooking gas cylinders will be provided to 83 million poor families, and a $13.31 billion cash transfer will be provided to 30 million senior citizens. The government will provide $6.65 per month to approximately 200 million poor women for 3 months. The medical insurance is worth 5 million rupees, and that will be provided for healthcare and workers including doctors, nurses and paramedics.
Okay, so now let's see the coronavirus screening, testing, and quarantining at Indian airports. So now you know that the flights, trains, all of them have been paused. But again, in lockdown phase 4, as you know, there are more relaxations, they have been opened again. Starting from 4th March, India mandated universal screening at all airports in the country, given the rise in coronavirus imports. Thermal screening has been installed at 21 airports, including those in Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Cochin, to check for coronavirus in India. Universal screening has been mandated for flights from China, Hong Kong, Singapore, and Thailand at aero bridges earmarked for the purpose. Screening measures have also been implemented at 12 major seaports and 65 minor seaports and land borders. The Ministry of Health announced on 6 February that all 645 evacuees from Wuhan tested negative. 2 quarantine centers have been set up to isolate any passenger showing symptoms of the infection. One center is located at Manesar, Haryana, and is managed by Armed Forces Medical Services, while the second is located at Chawla camp in the New Delhi and is managed by the Indo-Tibetan Border Police, that we also call it as ITBP. A total of 406 evacuees who were quarantined at the ITBP facility were discharged and allowed to return home on 19th of February. By 14th March, India screened approximately 1.2 billion visitors.
So, thank you.
Now, we would like to end this video session. I hope that you all have understood about the coronavirus outbreak. This entire video actually showed you how the research started in coronavirus.
So, please remember to subscribe and like for our channel. And for now, bye.
See you next time.